Hi everyone, I'm Janil Kathrotia. Imagine eating your credit card not just once but every single week. So, according to the research commissioned by World Wildlife Fund and conducted by University of Newcastle, the average person may approximately consume 5 grams of microplastics weekly, roughly the weight of credit card. Now, while the recent studies have uh, debated the exact amount, but one thing remains undisputed. These tiny plastic particles have invaded every corner of our planet and every organs of our body. So today we are going to explore an invisible thread that connects every person. Microplastic represent one of the most significant emerging threat to the human health, and understanding their sources, effects, and prevention is essential for protecting ourselves and upcoming generations. So, to understand this issue, we will first examine what microplastics are and how they enter our body. Secondly, we will explore what scientists have discovered about these microplastics and their health effects. And finally, I'll share practical steps that you can take starting today to reduce your exposure. So, let's begin by understanding what exactly we are dealing with. What microplastics are and how does they enter our body? Microplastics are plastic particles that are smaller than 5 millimeters, about in size of chia seeds, down to microscopic particles that are even invisible by naked eye. So even a smaller particle called nanoplastics measure less than 1 micrometer and can actually penetrate through every single cell. According to Stanford Medicine, an estimated 10 to 40 million metric ton of these particles have been released every year, and if this current trend continues, the number could be doubled by 2040. So now, how does this particle get into our body? There are three primary pathways. First, ingestion. We consume this microplastic through contaminated food and water. A study conducted by State University of New York found microplastic in about 93% of bottled water sample tested. They are also in seafood, table salt, beer, fruits, and vegetables. Secondly is inhalation. Research published in Frontier in Environmental Science estimates that individuals living in urban environments may have inhaled between 39,000 to 52,000 microplastics annually through air alone. Third is skin absorption. Microplastics are even in the cosmetics and personal care products and can enter through our skin. Now that we understand how does this microplastic enters our body, now let's examine its effects. So, a research on microplastic and human health have been alarming and growing rapidly. First, microplastic have been found throughout the human body. According to January 2025 report from Stanford Medicine, researchers have detected microplastics in brain, heart, stomach, lymph node, placenta, and even in newborn babies. Second, microplastic appears linked to serious diseases. A groundbreaking study published in New England Journal of Medicine in 2026 found that heart disease patients with microplastic in their arteries are twice as likely to die with heart attack over the next 3 years compared to the person without undetectable microplastics. Third, microplastic carry very harmful chemicals. According to the University of California, San Francisco, microplastic acts like a Trojan horse, carrying thousands of chemicals into our bodies, including non-endocrine disruptors like BPA, PFAS, a so-called forever chemical. This substance can mimic human hormones and has been linked to metabolic disorders and even cancers. Given this concerned finding, what we can actually do? While we cannot eliminate microplastics exposure entirely, but we can significantly reduce it through our daily practical choices. First, filter your drinking water. According to water quality experts, reverse osmosis have been among the one of the most effective techniques capable of removing more than 99% of microplastics. Even simpler options like certified water filter pitchers can help it. Second, avoid heating food in plastic containers. Dr. Tracy Woodruff, A microplastic researcher from UCSF emphasizes that heat makes plastic release harmful chemicals. She recommends always microwaving in ceramic or glass containers. Third, reduce plastic use overall. Choose glass or stainless steel water bottle instead of disposable plastic ones. Opt for natural fiber clothing when possible because the synthetic fiber always shed microplastic. Use HEPA filter vacuum to control household dust, which contain significant microplastics. Fourth, support systematic change. As Dr. Woodruff notes, individual cannot solve this problem alone. Supporting policies that regulate plastic production and hold manufacturer accountable is essential for providing public health. Now, let me bring these points together. Today, we discussed the invisible invasion of microplastic into our body and our life. We learned that these tiny particles enter our body through food, water, and the air we breathe, accumulating into our organs from our hearts to our brain. We examined the growing scientific evidence linking this microplastic to inflammation, cardiovascular diseases, reproductive problems, and even serious health concerns. This isn't just about statistics or scientific studies. This is about your health, your family's health, and the health of upcoming generation. Every choices we make, from the water bottle we use, the food we eat, and the policies we support, contributes to it. The plastic use has brought us incredible convenience, but it has also brought a contaminant now found in every human bodies on earth. The question is not whether the microplastics are inside you, they already are. The question is what you will do about it, because we cannot turn our time back and undo the plastic production, but we can make informed choices today which will help us tomorrow. The power to reduce your exposure and demand better from industry and government starts with an awareness. Thank you for listening.